Hi, my name's Julie. I'm going to be your student nurse for today, if that's okay. Okay, can you tell me what your name is?
Sure, it's Stormy Snowden.
Okay, what's your date of birth, Stormy?
It's going to be August 4th, 2002.
Okay, well, I see you're here in the hospital, so we're going to try to take care of you, but I was going to talk with you today about falls. That's a very, very big thing that can happen, not just in a hospital setting, but also at home. And we want to kind of teach you some ways that you could be safe to prevent that from happening. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. I never just really thought falls were that serious.
They are. They can be very, very serious because not only can they cause you injuries, which could be, fractures or broken bones or anything like that. That's going to make your activities of daily living, which would be walking, moving, just anything you do during the day. If you've got an injury, it's going to make that harder for you.
Okay.
So we're going to try to make your life a little easier and keep those falls from happening so that doesn't happen.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay. Well, we've got a policy here at the State Veterans Home, and we call it LOCK. I know it's just kind of a fancy word, but do you care if I explain to you kind of what it is?
That's fine. I've never heard of that.
Okay. All right. Well, the LOCK of the first L is we're going to learn. We're going to look to see what you have done to prevent falls in the past, because what has worked for you, because I see you haven't had very many falls on your chart. So if it's worked for you, it's one of those things, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what we're going to try to do. So, okay, and the next thing, the O in LOCK, that's observe. And what we're going to do, we're going to look for any risks in this room, look for any spills or slippery floors, any kind of clutter. We're going to observe that and try to eliminate those risks, which just take them out because we don't want any kind of risks in the way. And the C in LOCK is collaborate. And all that really means we're going to work as a team with your entire healthcare team to work together to make sure that you don't have any falls and that you are educated on how to prevent those falls. And the K in that LOCK was to keep it brief. We're just going to keep it bite sized. And if you have any, so we're going to do small steps. We're going to introduce these small steps with you so that we don't want to overwhelm you with a bunch of big things. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Okay. All right. I'm going to tell you just a few things that you can do to help us out to prevent those falls. And the first and foremost, we want to make sure you've got that call light in reach. It's just a little button on there, and you press that button, and we can come. So if you feel dizzy and you feel like, oh, if I get up, I might fall, you call on that call button, and we'll get a nurse or someone in here to help you to kind of prevent that. You can wear some non-skid socks on your feet, and that'll keep you from slipping. Check for those wet floor signs, or if you notice any spills on the floor, you call us and let us know so that we can get that taken care of. Okay. Can you kind of just repeat back to me some of these things that I've told you that you can do that'll not only help you here while you're a patient, but it's also going to help you when you're at home?
Sure. Okay, so if I feel dizzy, I'm just going to not get up. I'll go ahead and use this call bell light and push it so y'all can come in and help me go to the bathroom or get up and do anything I need to do.
That's right.
If I see any clutter around, I'll make sure that I use that same call bell light. If I see any extension cords or anything that might make me trip,
Yes.
I'll make sure I hit that button so y'all can come in here and clean it up. I'm also going to make sure I have non-skid socks on if I decide to get up and walk or move around, or if I have any kind of assistive device, I'll call y'all and see if y'all can bring it to me. Is that about it?
That's a lot of it. Yes. If you're in any kind, do you use a wheelchair or a walker or anything like that?
No. Sometimes if I have dizzy spells, I'll just use my little wheelchair that I have.
Okay, and you've got one of those at home, so you can get in it if you need to move around. Okay. Anytime you feel dizzy, it's better safe than sorry. You just get in that wheelchair and use that until you're feeling a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, I see that you are very well educated on how to prevent these falls, which makes sense because you haven't had any falls. So I think that's wonderful. Do you have any more questions of anything that we could kind of help you with? Because like I said, we don't want to just keep you safe here in the hospital. We want to make sure you're safe at home.
I don't, but that was really good knowledge. I did not know nothing about falls really, but I'm glad you informed me on that.
Well, that is great. That is good. Our main priority is to keep you safe. That's
I do feel a lot safer. Thank you.
I'm glad that you feel safe. So if you have any more questions, I'm going to be here on the hall for a little bit. And I have my extension on that computer up there. That you can just call me at any time if you have any kind of questions, or if you can't get anybody on the call line, we'll take care of that for you.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, I'm going to perform my hand hygiene.